Hi there, BIBA'S here. And today we're gonna figure out together if you should or not buy a house in this market. Can you safely buy a house now? And that's a subject that I almost talk about it with everyone I meet on the street. They ask me the same question. Should I buy a house now or should I wait? So we are in crazy times. Obviously, we are in the unknown. We've been like that for almost 2 years now, and that's why people are a little bit afraid. Are we gonna be in recession any soon? Are we going to lose jobs? Are we going to simply just have any economical crisis or whatever? So that's the general thoughts of the whole video today. It's just to put some clarity about this. But before I start, I just want to put a small disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor or an investment advisor. I'm just sharing my personal thoughts and I hope they help. So let's start with a different scenario that I'm going to talk about, and hopefully you fit in one of those. The first scenario is if you have a 10% or more down payment of a house, if that's your situation, you have anywhere between $35,000 to $70,000 in your savings, and you want to buy a house. Definitely, it's a good time to buy a house because of the rates. In my opinion, the rates are anywhere between 1.9 and maybe 4.5, 5%, and they are good rates. So yes, buy a house. However, if you have this amount of money cash in your bank, I would recommend to invest half of that in a house as a down payment and the other half just keep it in a saving. Why you want to do that? It's just because we don't know what could happen. The market crash, we have a recession, you lost your job, whatever it is, you know you have a 50% that you can always invest it back in the house. But to be in the safe side, that's the right thing to do, in my opinion. The second scenario is if you have a less than 10% down payment, which is, I guess, or no down payment whatsoever. For example, you have 5%, 3%, or even no down payment whatsoever. What you should do, you know you can afford a house now as a monthly payment, but you don't have a big down payment to put it in. My recommendation is make sure you have at least in your bank 6 months worth of mortgage. Let's say your mortgage is, let's say, 1,800 average, or 1,500, whatever it is. Times that by 6, make sure you have those money in the bank. Why I chose 6 months, and why in particularly this plan? Because I'm gonna share with you a personal experience. It happened to me almost 10 years ago now. When I first came to United States in 2012, the country was barely coming out of recession. And when I did my research before I even arrived to the country, I figured out that according to the experts, a person needs almost 6 months to find a job. If you are looking for a job in a recession, that's how much it takes. And guess what? That's what happened to me. I arrived in July. By December, I found my job. So it's literally after exactly 6 months, I found my job. So the worst comes scenario, let's consider the worst case scenario happen here after you bought a house. At least you know you have 6 months worth of income or mortgage to protect yourself and to have some money in the bank. And that way you can protect yourself for whatever you don't know what might happen or not. So that will be the second scenario. And the third scenario, which is, I hope all of you is in it, you have enough money to pay cash for the house. If you have $500,000, you want to buy a house, you should pay the house cash. I don't recommend that, no. What I would do in this case, I'll pay probably a good amount of that, maybe 100, 200, maybe 50% of the house as down payment, so I can reduce my monthly payment, and the other half, I'll leave some of it in the saving, and the other remaining amount, if you want, I'll buy another house and rent it out, buy a rental, and make some income to yourself, or at least let this income pay for the house by itself, and you're owning a silent home, technically, without like practically pay for the amount. So that's what I recommend if you have a cash down payment, but don't put them all in one house, and that's pretty much very very obvious. Let's say it that way. So that's technically the scenarios, the most scenario I can think of. And I hope this video or this thoughts help you take a decision if you want to buy a house or no. And if you like this video, please smash the like button. And as always, remember, guys, with me, there's no games, just results. Thank you for watching.